New question from Robert. Robert, amongst other things, his main question was wall sits or squats. And so we're going to talk about that right now. So when you do a wall sit, you basically put yourself up against the wall and you put yourself in like a seated, squatted position and you hold that position. So you're just sitting there against the wall with your legs bent and it's starting to burn your quads. And those of you who've done that feel, you could also do them with one leg, which are harder and better. And that is what a wall sit is. A squat is obviously when you put weight, holding weight, you squat down to a certain degree, and then you stand back up. So here is my take on this. One, if you're doing a wall sit, the amount of resistance is not going to contribute to strength gains unless you are a very, very, very new beginner. So because it's just so little weight, plus you're using the wall to support you. So this is really an endurance exercise more than anything else. So if you do it with one leg, you could possibly gain some more strength, which could help you work up to doing something like a single leg squat. However, another comment that Robert made in his email was that he thought wall squats could be better because they're not hard on your knees, and squats are hard on your knees. Well, from my experience, squats are not hard on your knees if they're done correctly. If you're doing squats and your knees are coming in, or your ankles are going out, or your tracking is bad, or you have poor form, there's a lot of things that could eventually lead up to your injury. However, I would say that squats are good for your knees in that if they're done properly, they prepare you for the impact that jumping has on your legs. When you jump, there's an extreme amount of impact. And if you haven't been training for that, or have only been training with endurance exercise, such as wall sits or things like that, you're not going to be ready for the impact, and your knees are not going to be prepared for that intense activity. So squats done correctly are going to be safer and more effective than any type of wall sit or wall squat where you're using the wall to kind of stay in one position. So hope everyone's clear on what a wall squat is, a wall sit, and what a normal squat is. The question that isn't really answered but is kind of implied in this is what's the best type of squat? Because when you say what's better, squatting or doing something else, there's lots of squats. There's Olympic squats, there's powerlifting squats, there's different types of squats, and I recommend to do a more quad dominant squat and then to do a form of Romanian deadlift for your posterior. So you're targeting kind of, with the squats, you're targeting your quads more, and with the deadlift, you're targeting your glutes and hams more. And I like to do a Romanian style, and kind of a straight leg style, so that deadlift is targeting your posterior and also targeting the counter movement, because with a Romanian style, you're not going to touch it to the ground, it's going to back up. But that's a very brief version of another conversation. Our question today was, which is better, squats or wall sits? Squats.